What does it mean to be a responsible boater? Oregon has amazing waterways, everything from whitewater rivers to the Pacific Ocean to calm Cascade Lakes. As the state becomes more populated, the waterways are also becoming more crowded. You'll share the water with paddlecraft, bank anglers, and swimmers. So when you're out boating, it's important to understand what's safe to do and what's not.
A motorboat operator has more responsibility because of more power and will need to take the time to build their skills for safe operation. It's also critical to understand the importance of how to operate your boat around others and changing conditions.
Marine law enforcement are out on the water looking for unsafe or reckless behavior, including any behavior that could lead to an accident.
One category is unsafe operation. This is when a person operating a boat in a manner that endangers or would likely endanger a person or property. An example of this kind of violation is if your boat wake causes a canoe to nearly capsize or throw a boater overboard.
Another category is reckless operation. It's operating a boat carelessly in a willful disregard for others. An example could be pulling a water skier through an area where swimmers are present despite the presence of boat exclusion buoys.
Reckless operation also includes speed. It's a speed violation if the boat cannot be stopped by reasonable means in the clear distance ahead. An example is if a boat runs over or into an object from traveling too fast to stop in time. Personal watercraft can fall under this category because by letting go of the throttle, the operator loses steering capability and can hit objects since it can take a while for the craft to slow down.
It's imperative to follow all of the statewide and local rules for boat operations, especially the navigation rules of the road. These are specific rules for the right-of-way on the water based on the boat position to other boats and the direction you're heading and the conditions. The actions that you need to take are dictated by these rules.
For the most part, the navigation rules of the road follow the law of tonnage, and the bigger or less maneuverable craft have the right-of-way. However, paddlers out on the water can be hard to see with sun glare and wind chop. Paddlers may not know to stay toward the shore, to cross river at a 90-degree angle, or to stay out of the deepest channel so prop boats or deep draft sailboats can make safe passage.
So all boaters are urged to keep a sharp lookout for other boaters and objects on the surface or just below the water. Use sound signals and hand signals as well as acknowledging when someone is signaling you. Let your intentions be known.
There's another rule that applies to all waterways. It's the basic proximity rule for slow no wake. Operators must slow their speed down within 200 feet of a boat ramp, marina, or moorage with a capacity of 6 or more vessels, a floating home moorage with 6 or more structures, or people working at water level.
A wake is defined as operating a boat at the slowest speed necessary to maintain steerage and reduce or eliminate waves that appear as whitewater behind the boat. Slow no wake isn't a specific speed limit, but a characteristic of the path of moving waves a boat generates and is the product of the boat's size, weight, hull shape, boat speed, boat trim, and water depth. A boat propelled by the force of the engine transfers this energy into the wake.
All boats create a wake, and all boaters are responsible for their wake. Changing how you operate your boat speed will also change the wake features. You can lower your impact on those around you. Paddlers also need to gain the skill of maneuvering into a wake to prevent swamping or capsizing.
So what do you do if you're approached by a marine patrol boat? You'll know it's a law enforcement boat by the flashing blue light or siren. Put your boat into neutral and put the fenders out on the side the patrol boat is approaching. The operator will be instructed on what to do next, but you can plan for needing to show your required equipment, your boating safety education card, your certificate of number, and answer any questions asked by the Marine Patrol officer.
If the patrol boat has both lights and sirens on and is operating on plane, other boats must immediately slow and alter course to not interfere with the operation of the patrol boat. A peace officer may ask to stop any boat and direct it to a suitable location or anchorage for boarding. No person shall knowingly flee or attempt to elude any law enforcement officer after having received a signal to bring a boat to a stop.
It's our job to make sure everyone is playing it safe out on the water and do what we can to address unsafe, reckless operation, or any behavior that could lead to an incident. When everyone follows the rules, it's a lot more enjoyable for you and safer for all waterway users.
For more information about boating safety, marine laws, and recreational boating in Oregon, visit Boat.Oregon.gov. To report any unsafe or reckless operation or any other violation, contact the Multnomah County River Patrol through the non-emergency number at 503-823-3333.
Boat safe, boat sober, and always wear your life jacket.